Everybody, welcome back. Having a lot of fun playing Isaac lately. You know what else is fun? Turning this on and then just hitting the button, not even building any moment whatsoever, letting the random number generator take you away and choose your destiny. Hey, that's not so bad. Regular Maggie Boss Rush Beast. Regular Maggie, also known as Maggie. Boss Rush, also known as Boss Rush. The Beast, also known as True Ending. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, this is kinda, bad is not the right word. But it introduces a special set of concerns. Namely, we have to go a little faster. Because we have to make Boss Rush. These are like, I always try to use this word. I don't know if I actually know what it means. Contravailing? Is that a word that means, two or more concerns that are best optimized in competing ways? You know, like it's hard to maximize the amount of food you eat. So, Soul of Lazarus, also known as the Soul of the Liar. It's hard to maximize the amount of food you eat and also maximize like the, or minimize your caloric intake. Those are contravailing principles. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. But on this, we have to get to Boss Rush. To get to Boss Rush and also do True Ending, we have to go quickly. But going quickly is bad because we have less floors if we want to go to the Beast. So we want to actually maximize like the amount of value we get out of each floor, which is difficult to do when you also want to get into Boss Rush. There you go. I think we sort of got it there. You ever watch any, so I'm not a prodigious YouTube viewer. I might watch, like, half an hour of Twitch daily. A little bit in the morning while I'm drinking my coffee. Maybe Dan or Malf is live. A little bit at night when I'm setting my videos and making thumbnails and stuff like that, or otherwise indisposed. But occasionally, like over dinner, Kate will put on like some YouTube videos. She's a prodigious YouTube consumer. I learn a lot about the YouTube climate from seeing what my wife chooses to watch, and she's been watching this Korean, not a competitive eater necessarily. Man, I would really, really like to get money, but I don't think it's gonna happen here. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, is it Kinoshita Yuka? Excuse me, Kinoshita Yuka is A legend, and B from Japan. You think I would get my my mukbang YouTubers mixed up? I'm something of a prodigious viewer, as I've just countervailingly said myself. And it's always like kind of mind-boggling. Like I'll admit, when I first saw Kinoshita Yuka, I kind of thought, and if you're not familiar with who it is, it's a small Japanese lady who does ridiculous things like eating like 4 kilos of instant ramen in a single sitting, or you get the idea, like eating an entire or like eating like 10 rotisserie chickens in one sitting, and the whole time she's not like, some of the competitive eaters and eating challenge YouTubers and stuff like that, and I'm not knocking it. But when I see, like, North Americans do it, it's, like, gross. It's like it's a testament to gluttony, and they're always, like, they're folding the stuff and shoving it into their mouth sideways, and then there's, like, little spittle flecks flying off and stuff like that. Kinoshita Yuka, she doesn't eat fast necessarily, but she eats it all, and the whole time, even if she's eating essentially poison, she's like, wow, this is delicious. It's weird, but in a weird way, also wholesome, right? Like, she's not just shoving 10 burritos in her mouth at the same time and making, like, ungodly noises while she's eating it. She's kind of, like, she seems like she's enjoying it. Her most famous video might be, or infamous, maybe. I know that she made, she took an entire meal from McDonald's. I think this is like an internet recipe she got tricked into making. So she put like a Big Mac, French fries, bunch of chicken nuggets. Like she put those into her rice cooker and then, basically steamed them and it just created one, like, ungodly kind of, like, cloud of disgust, and then she ate it. But it is one of the first times I've ever heard her be like, this isn't as good as I expected. Which is, I think, Kinoshita Yuka parlance for, you know, this sucks really bad. But anyway, like, this is neither here nor there. Why am I talking about this? Well, it just crossed my mind. I think, like, there was a time where I thought, and I'm not peeping that room just yet. I want to see if we get one more key. There was a time where I was, like, a little skeptical of the super eaters on YouTube, right? Like, I've known some big eaters in my life, but, I mean, this is, like, not to be rude, but this is, like, genuinely, there's some kind of, like, metabolic, physical reason for being able to eat such a copious amount of food without, like, inhibiting yourself for the rest of your life. And we did get another key, look at that. But now, like, I worry almost, because it doesn't even get me going anymore. Like, so I was watching this Korean, you know, challenge eater, and she went to, like, a conveyor belt sushi restaurant where every plate is, like, 1,300 won, which is, like, I don't know, about just over $1, I guess, in American dollars. And, I feel bad, but I was like, man, this isn't even getting me out of bed anymore. Okay, she ate 78 plates of sushi. Like, I think she actually ate, like, over 100. But big whoop, you know? At this point, like, I really, for a time, I think I thought it was, like, a one-of-a-kind thing where there was, like, only a few people maybe on planet Earth that could do this. Now that I see that there's so many competitive eaters, I'm like, hey, you gotta do a little bit better than that. I want to see you eat like a whole orca or something like that. It's getting crazy. At least in gaming, you know, like there's, and I'm not looking down on it. It's quite the opposite. I'm sympathetic. Like when there's an inflation to what people want to see in gaming, you're like, okay, whatever. You can always be 2% faster. You know, you can always be a little funnier. Most people, anyway. Some people are already at that upper asymptote, you know, like, the limit does not exist, Mean Girls, etc., etc. We love your references, NL, thank you so much. This is a good floor for us, by the way. We got some good stuff going here. Do we want to pick this up? I don't know. I'm considering. I'm just considering as we speak. I don't think we necessarily have to. You know what we can do, though? And this is, like... I know we're a little slow for boss rush, but this is actually super worthwhile, I think. I bought the heart, which was actually unnecessary, but we can always pick up, well, all of these, actually. And then you just go yunk, see what you get, and we don't know them. Range up, question marks. Not against it. I feel compelled to say that this was not that bad. Also, keep in mind, we're gonna go, with our Yum Heart moving forward, so I don't mind leveraging this for a little extra money. And man, our donation machine is gonna be frickin' poppin'. Sometimes people will tell me... I like Tooth and Nail. Turns out we should have gotten this first, but... people will tell me, hey, you know you can go down to, like, 0 hearts. Now, you don't have to be stuck at, half a heart. It's true, but it scares me. Just a little, but it scares me nonetheless. So why don't you give me one of these, and I think we'll grab a key and get the heck out of here. Good stuff, though. But yeah, I always, like, I wonder what it's like. I'm very, you know, interested in the... How things change in the YouTube space, you know? Gone through a lot of changes for an industry that's still extremely young. I don't know what you do when other competitive eaters start, you know... They start doing food challenges that take you to the point where, like, I think you need to get, like, a stomach extender or something like that. Can you unstaple an unstapled stomach? Can you double its capacity? Let's do Devil Deals. I think when you're doing the true ending, you have to recognize, and we got screwed on this one, by the way, but I like the HP. You got less rooms to get deals with the angel. Realistically, you know, 2/3 of the time, you're not going to get your next angel deal until, like, the 4th floor. When you only got 6 floors to go to, then, you know, things get a little touchy. I love an Eddie room. I do love an Eddie room. I would not be shy about giving up some HP here. I don't think you can use tooth and nail on it. I might be wrong. Anyway, though, you know, it's just interesting. YouTube is like, I know I've talked about this ad nauseum, but, you know, I grew up in a different era, right? Like, or at least my formative years, you know, were in a different era. Even though, you know, I was 15 in 2003. That might not, I mean, depending on how old you are. Some people are like, I wasn't born until 2004, so that seems like you're ancient. That's fair, you know, time passes. Some people are going to be like, oh, that doesn't seem like that long ago. But it is, in the internet landscape, it's crazy, man. Like, I really feel like until 2004, it was probably possible to see every video on the internet that had ever existed. At least every video, like, released for public consumption. It was like, you know, Dancing Baby, Mickey Mouse singing MONDAYSUCKS. Welcome to another week of mindless work and stress. Give me a reroll here. Give me a reroll here. It's not bad, but I don't think it's good enough. I'm going hard here. Contagion is beautiful. There were only like 8 videos, you know, man, or teenager tries to smash cantaloupe full of lighter fluid with baseball bat that's on fire, like, you know, you figured it out. Now there's like so much content being uploaded, like obviously, it's impossible to keep tabs on and all, but then don't you think secondarily, like our standards for entertainment have changed? And I don't even mean for the better or for the worse, but it does take... That's such a good item, man. It takes me so much more to be shocked or surprised now than ever existed before. Like, I can watch a video of, you know, a person in the world who is either the best or, like, the most extreme at something, and then be like, it's not that impressive. Okay, sure, he lifted like a 500-pound stone over his head. Big whoop, you know? Show me the lady who eats 315 chicken nuggets in a single sitting. Big whoop. I could probably do that. I saw somebody eat like 55 rotisserie chickens yesterday. This is nothing. It's a scary thought for me that we're reaching a world where, you know, it used to be you go to your family barbecue and your you know, great uncle or something would be like, got your nose, and you'd be like, holy crap, I've never seen anything like... He actually appeared to have taken my nose. Nowadays, it's, you know, hey, Grandpa, I already saw that on YouTube. Hey, Grandpa, or great uncle, I just watched Mr. Beast give away, you know, $15 billion. Okay, I don't even know where I'm going with this. Why don't you give away $15 billion to the first person who can find the expired carton of milk in the grocery store? So we should play the Eddie Room, but I'm not gonna because I still need to make Boss Rush. And if you're annoyed by that, well, me too, but also we could get an Eddie Room on this floor. Or any floor from this point onwards when maybe our time looks a little bit nicer. But on top of that, that's what you want from the randomizer. You know, the randomizer putting us in a position where we have different concerns every single run, and as a result, it introduces a little bit more variance. It's working as intended. Otherwise, you know, we just get... Oh, I love this. Otherwise, we just get into the flow chart, and, you know, we probably win easily because I'm so good at Isaac, and the run's, like, not even a challenge, but... So we gotta be good, but we gotta be speedy here. So obviously I'm hoping we get like, yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for. But I'm hoping we get the gifts, relatively early. We're a little behind schedule, but I still maintain hope that we can get there. Let's see what our other item, that's really good. Is this small rock? Like, absolutely. You gotta try for it. It's better than what we'd expect to get in the shop. So I'm willing to go for it. 25% chance, 25% chance. This is our 4th play. It was guaranteed to pay out. 25% chance. Okay, maybe my math was wrong. Glowing hourglass, a lot of fun. Nothing wrong with glowing hourglass. What we want to do is find our secret room here. I still believe it's there, and I'm stupid. Okay, that usually doesn't work, but we use it in here. Okay, sack of sacks. Nothing wrong with that. X-lax. Luck up. Hematemesis, not bad, okay? Sack of sacks is good. So I would say realistically we're going to be several minutes behind schedule and still trying to make it the boss rush while also having the Fool card. And we need to win boss rush again in order for our... In order for us to fulfill the terms of this challenge. So I'd say at this point, in the spirit of being an early person, I'm okay not getting the invincibility there, by the way. We got to go a little faster, but I'm okay sending it. Like, if we have to skip an item room, I don't mind too much. If we have to skip a shop, I would rather skip a shop than an item room, to be honest. But, and there's another Eddie room, which again, I think we can't really justify, but I love the Eddie rooms. It's a real, okay, no thank you. It's a real testament to, like, where repentance has taken us, that, like, I can't go to an Eddie room, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is outrageous. No, thank you. I really think we have great rate of fire, great damage. Speed is fine. Like, we got a solid trinket here. Never thought I'd say that, either. I don't see a reason we don't make boss rush here at this point. That is not how you play this. Anyway, how am I doing? I'm doing real well, thank you. I had a great sleep last night. Cooked some delicious gnocchi last night to celebrate the release of the season finale of Loki. That's a callback. We don't have that big of a backlog. It's like almost a 3-week backlog or something. Wow, gnocchi, god of potato-based pasta. Can I wanna make you upset, okay? I'm just gonna own that. This is one of those takes that's like I'm trying to generate outrage clicks, okay? So get ready for this. This is my real opinion, but I also know that it's going to make you mad. I think that Italian sausage is just better ground beef. And I know what you're thinking, what an asinine take. But, you know, I know that normally when you make a bolognese, you know, it's made with ground beef, or, you know, maybe you buy your own beef and then you chuck it yourself. I don't really know how that stuff works. I just know that there's always, like, food gatekeeping. But anyway, I'm in charge of the cooking. And as a result, I get to choose what I put in a bolognese, you know? So maybe it's not a bolognese, but given the choice, I always prefer to maybe take like a couple of mild Italian sausages, slice the casings, take them out, you know, brown it up in a pan, and then use that instead of ground beef. I wouldn't necessarily say like a ground beef, or instead of a ground beef burger, like what about a sausage patty? Although I will say, you don't hear that much about the idea of like a sausage patty outside of a breakfast, right? I guess sausage is like, I understand. This is something I would have been like mad at myself for saying when I was like 15, 16, but like it is really salty. Something to be said about having an unseasoned ground beef that you can then, you know, salt up to your own desire. Like for me, I have a very high, like, you know, salt tolerance on my palate. We gotta move. Like, I hate to say it, we gotta leave some stuff behind. But even still, I'm like, some days a little salty. I was gonna leave, but now we're spending like 1 extra second to just get out of here. No. I am, but I think that, like, I kind of feel like sausage gets a bad rap, man. I kind of feel like I like to use it in place of ground beef in a lot of situations. I don't know if I would want to have a mild Italian sausage hard taco, and I do take pleasure in that statement having about 15 double entendres in it. Hematemesis, pretty good. Like, really good for boss rush or the beast fight, potentially, but I'm now skeptical we're going to make boss rush. And I know that I said we're going to make it for sure. Don't even worry about it. I just have to put a little bit of a rush in here, if you'll excuse me. Didn't even see you there. I also don't want to lose my devil deal chance. Beautiful room. Dude, I'm not scared. I am scared about missing boss rush, but like again, if you miss it but you made a good faith effort, as we've talked about in the past, I think that's totally fine. Anyway, that's my treatise there. I'm a big fan of the breakfast sausage. Like, given the choice, I like a breakfast sausage, like, you know, in cylindrical form, but I also very much, you know, enjoy like a McDonald's style breakfast sausage patty. And I do think it's a little bit underrated, but more, I guess, you know, what I would say is I consider ground beef, like, kind of highly overrated. Love it in a burger. Any other context, I'm like, you know, I could honestly take it or leave it. So we still, like, this is just, put it in focus here. I think you could probably just about give up on your chance of getting the boss rush. However, and Libra did not help us in that department for the record. However, very realistic chance, 1 in 3, roughly, you get a deal of some sort here. No deal. And we didn't deserve one, to be fair, but yeah, I wish that it weren't the case, but we literally have a minute. But I would say you still gotta grind, right? Like, try to get to boss rush, and if you can't get the boss rush within, you know, once 20 minutes ticks over, that's where I'd consider it acceptable to start, like, you know, farming up whatever we could get here. But yeah, I'm doing really well. Had a great time. Yesterday was React Court. Always fun to, you know, chime in on. I really feel like if you haven't been watching React Court, I would highly recommend it. Oh my god. I would highly recommend it. It's like, I feel like it's a really good fit for the kind of, you know, person I am, which is like overly concerned with social norms, but, you know, not to the sense where I'm like everybody out there on planet Earth should go to etiquette school. It's more like, you know, having a, it's, you know, when Forrest Gump practices ping pong and it's like on the table with the second half of it propped up so that he has like a simulated opponent to play against? That's kind of what like React Court is for me and banter. You get to go mano a mano with the Reddit post. It's kind of like a straw man that exists in real life. So I guess suppose maybe just like it's a man? Anyway, what am I talking about? I had a great time with it yesterday. We played some Pokemon Unite with Justin, and Bear Taffy joined us a little bit later. That's good too. Happy to report that I'm still climbing the Pokemon Unite leaderboards. I think that I am presently expert class 2, and still like not getting Pareto principled yet. You know, I'm not getting. I haven't been promoted to the level where I'm now useless. I'm still doing quite well, if I dare say so myself. Usually, you know, I'm playing Snorlax. He's not a DPS. It's possible to get an MVP who does, you know, is maybe more likely your carry's gonna get the MVP. But I'm picking some up now and then. I like it. I don't really care for you know what? I actually think I do care for this. And my reasoning is ever so simple. A single secret room with a few spirit hearts on it could actually be the difference between life and death on the beast fight. Remember, we are looking for the Fool card. I bet $1 million he's gonna forget the Fool card. Okay, you can make that payable to my my Bitcoin wallet. Fiat, lol. Okay, hold on. Give me one of the. Hey, I'm not trying to anger the. I'm just making a joke of crypto. Okay. So I don't know why this is a thing. You know, I see you got the laser eyes on your Twitter profile. You spend all day talking about inflation and, you know, when Richard Nixon and Franklin Delano Roosevelt took America off the gold standard and, you know, fiat lol. But then if anybody's like, Bitcoin for me to poop on, you're like, this is ridiculous. How dare you make a joke at the expense of my hobby? We're the only ones who can make memes. Anyway, sorry. This we're all having fun here, okay? Save a bomb. Save a bomb. Save a take a chance on me. If you save a bomb for me to get to the beast, get a deal with the devil. It'll be an item feast. Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. ABBA. We also played some Rocket League. Sips and Mouth. Rocket League is one of those games, like, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It always performs badly for content. I genuinely don't think that's because people, like, don't like Rocket League. I think they're just, like, you know, it's been out for 6 years now. People are sick of it. I follow some, like, Rocket League content creators. And even they're, like, you know, they, every once in a while they make tweets about how, like, you know, there was a big... I don't like it. I don't like it, honestly. There was, like, a big spike in interest around Rocket League when Psyonix got bought by Epic, and then, you know, the game went free to play on the Epic Store, which I'm sure opened it up to like a much wider audience and stuff like that. Hold on. We got coins on that one. 33% chance for an angel deal, 67% chance for a random chest. I don't know why we got a devil. I guess the room had already spawned? That doesn't seem right to me. We have to take it because we may not gain access to this later. So it sucks to just yeet the hearts, but so be it. That being said, it's like... You know, I wouldn't say I rag on other streamers for this. I think that's the wrong way to describe this, what I'm about to say. But, like... You know, some streamers I'm like, and live your life however you want to live your life, you know? Don't let me judge you for something like as stupid as this, at least. But some streamers I'm like, man, I can't help but feel like, you know, you would probably do better on stream, which might not be a priority for you, and again, is totally fine. That's paralysis. But if you played stuff that people wanted to watch versus what you wanted to play. And sometimes there's an overlap there, but even, like, for me, there's some stuff where... Right, Solar Blue, baby. There's some stuff where, like, I like to play it, and sometimes that makes for better... Let me put it this way. I think there's a false dichotomy where people are like, the best content is when the streamer is playing whatever they want to watch. Sometimes I think that can be the case, but there are also times where I'm like, yeah, but, like, honestly, I think a great example is, like, Zachtronic stuff, where I love to play those, like, you know, programmatic, algorithmic, puzzle-solving games, and I get really into it, but then, like, when I stream it or when I put it on YouTube, the analytics are horrible, and you know, I'm like, actually, I completely understand why, people don't want to watch this. Not just like it's kind of boring, but like it's someone else's entertainment being prioritized over mine. It's the streamer's entertainment being prioritized. But anyway, Rocket League is like the one of the times weekly where I'm like, you know what? I do other stuff where I consider analytics to be a concern, but then like Rocket League, I know it's gonna do kind of like not very well. But it's so much fun, and also playing it with Mouth and Sips is fun as well. That, like, to kind of quarantine it to, like, one specific part of the week, I'm like, it's well worth it. I have a great time every time. And if you like watching the Rocket League stuff, I'm happy. Thanks so much. I mean, people will be like, I miss the NLSS, and I'm like, well, we got like 2 hours of banter on Mondays alone that are essentially like the NLSS, except instead of mini golf, it's like rocket cars. And people are like, I don't really like Rocket League though. Could you just like do the exact same thing with like the mini golf instead? Maybe. So we spend a lot of time on this floor trying to make it work. And I think, you know, we did what we could here, short of going into the boss trap room, which we probably could have done, but we have to find... Oh, the Tinted Skull is there the whole time. How about that? We have to take the Fool card, because that allows us to get to the Beast. It doesn't really matter whether we take the negative... Hey, all stats up. Doesn't really matter whether we take the negative or the Polaroid. Oh. I'm also, like, I'm confused, because it says we have an Angel chance that's very high and the Devil chance that's low, yet we already teleported to a deal with the Devil on this floor, so... If you'll forgive me, I don't really believe you that we're gonna have a chance at a deal with the Angel here. So the question is, do we have a 47 or 45% chance of getting into the deal with the Devil we've already seen, or do we have a 7.3% chance? 7.3 would be ideal. because I would like to not get it. And as a result, I was going to say I have a better chance to get it next floor, then I realized the error of my ways. Keep in mind, we got one more floor of item room and shop. So there's our devil deal. Again, doesn't really matter. We've already seen this. Yeah, I feel lied to, as mentioned. Let's go, let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. You gonna say it with me? Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves the strength card, or maybe the devil card. It's all about magnitude, right? +2, because we have Libra, +2 stats. I mean, that is plus 5.25 range, so that it seems to me like this would be a better pickup for the late boss fights. Wow, man, remember when we thought this run was going to be fast? Turns out life comes at you kind of slow, really. This is not the boss room. This is where we're not going to the boss room. We're not going to the boss room. We gotta go to the beast. Okay, take me down. Great song. One of my favorites. Okay. What am I going to do today? I think I'm going to finally knock out... And by the way, we actually do have a little bit of a backlog here. And I know I said we don't have a 3-week backlog. I mean, that would be crazy. But I do have a little bit of an Isaac backlog right now. Because Kate and I are taking a little staycation this weekend. So I won't be around, like, Friday to Sunday or Monday. So I gotta get a little bit ahead of the Isaac game, which has been atypical. I haven't... I mean, we probably want to take the coupon into the shop, but... Oh, and the shop's right there. Look at that. Look at that. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Am I crazy? Like, I don't know. I know we could literally walk back and get the coupon, but what the heck's the point, man? Well, we still want the strength card, but that's fine. Do we know this, Pill? You can't move for 2 seconds. That's a pretty bad one, IMO. Not a great one. Like, we're not using our money for anything else, so I don't know what I thought the coupon would give us there. And I'm excited, you know. I think it's going to be... this is, I mean, obviously the first time we've been away from home in quite some time. It's also the first time we're going to stay in not our house with the baby, which I think is interesting. And I think we're treating it as like a couple of things. One is like, hey, like a little, like we're not going clubbing or anything like that. We might just, you know, return to nature slightly. I mean, we're not going camping. We have a 10-month-old child. Let's not be unreasonable. Anyway, you don't run out of the dodging potion or nothing. If you could just, thank you. It just, contagion is supposed to, like, it's supposed to be the great equalizer for us here. But I think we're treating it as, like, a couple of things. You know, one of them is, like, hey, like, we got double dosed, okay? And the immunity's in there. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say a celebration of that, because, like, the pandemic stuff is obviously far from over. Okay, Angel Deal chance. Let's just play this cool, because there's a real chance we could actually leverage this for greatness. And then the other thing is, like, it's let's call it a trial of what, you know, going on like a pseudo vacation. Full health, please. Tears up, beautiful. You can always pop the strength card to stay alive if you got it. That went super well. Better than expected. I want that. Thank you. A pseudo trial of, or like a test run of what it looks like to go on vacation as like as parents with a young child. So I'm very interested to see how it goes, but I think we're both treating it like you know, it's going to be different for sure. But I'm excited for it. Like, I've been... it's a carrot on a stick for sure. And we're not going very far at all. You know, it's like I think we gotta... and this is, I guess, weird flex, so I apologize. But the last vacation Kate and I went on before, you know, COVID hit, and then we had our baby was Japan in like spring 2019. I think we have to take the coupon in here, just in case we get the teleportation. Like, I don't want to spend HP for it. So that's like it. I mean, honestly, it's not that far from home, like Spider-Man. Like, it takes about the same amount of travel time to get from Vancouver to Japan as it does to get from, like, Vancouver to New York City. The flight is a little bit longer, but it's not, like, that substantial. It's not substantial enough to be noteworthy. It's like one extra movie away, basically. So we spawn Uriel. I'm caught between both an anecdote and mechanics right now. We got some serious problems, but also, like, we really gotta leverage what we got going on here. 7 spirit hearts, please. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Didn't get any angel deals out of this, but that's still it's worth it, I think. And again, we're taking another 10 minutes here. With the baby, I think that the vacations, I'm not saying I see people or have seen people travel like with infants all over the world. But I think you gotta try out some stuff a little closer to home. Like, you know, we'll start by getting a couple hours away from home. How on earth did we dodge this? And if the couple hours goes okay, then hey, maybe in a year we can, you know, get like an area code away or something like that. F. You might take some issue with the item we took there, but I gotta be honest. And this is real, okay? This is my real opinion. It's not the sausage thing. I think that Ice Cube Baby gets overrated because it superficially resembles the baby that freezes, which is two different things. This is not a baby that freezes. This is a baby that's frozen. So I would ask you politely to let it go and default to the fact that it being a tier 2 item, you know, says everything we need it to say. Let's put it that way. Now, just goes to show you on this one, like, we're making this happen. Look at that, we're back to full HP after everything we've been through. I think we got a genuine chance at the beast here. I don't think it's easy, but I think we've done our part. And I think it took us an extra 15 minutes on the 2 floors post missing boss rush for us to be able to make it happen, but
how could you have spent our savings?
But still, you know, it just goes to show you, you know, there's oftentimes a little bit of extra meat on the bone if you're willing to chew. Curse of the Maze for the current floor? No, thank you. By the way, lest you think I'm not reading the comments, someone said, NL, when you're going to the Beast, it's not necessary for you to go to the item room or shop necessarily, because the floor on the way up is always going to be super small. So rather than exploring the entirety of the floor on the mausoleum or whatever, you could instead just get it on the way back and go to many less rooms. I think that's just genuinely great advice. I just forgot to do that here. Crystal ball, huh? Crystal ball. Tower card. I don't think the crystal ball is as good as the Yum Heart for us right here, which is a sentence that would not have made a lot of sense probably before repentance, but I think, you know, I don't know, maybe it would have in some situations. I'm nervous now. Like, now that I had that run where I basically lost because I sucked, but also because I had Rotten Hearts, I'm kind of like, maybe we don't want to get Rotten Hearts when we're trying to survive, but, you know, here we are anyway. Here I go taking him. I'm hoping. I've never seen this guy pay out with Rotten Baby. I'm hoping this is going to be the day. We don't really want a Bone Heart. Moreover, we can't even pick it up, so I guess we would want it. You know, can I tell you something? I actually feel like we do want a Bone Heart. I feel like I'm ashamed of my words and my deeds already. don't you go ahead and blow me up, and then give me one of these, and then give me one of those. Although now I've noticed that our Rotten Heart that was like in our 3rd position has now gone to the final position. So I'm not totally sure about how like that works, and I kind of feel ripped off. But at the very least, it's roughly equivalent to a Spirit Heart. If it weathers 1 extra hit, then it pays for the ability of us having a Rotten Heart further back in our rotation here, which is nice for me. So I'm feeling okay. I feel like we played a pretty shrewd game here. Compromised some deals with the devil I wish we hadn't compromised, but we were rushing to try to have a good faith effort to make it the boss rush. That turned out to be implausible, but I genuinely think if we didn't give it our all, we gave it close to our all. Already got small rocks. I legitimately said ruck. Already got small rocks. We were actually in the weird position of like hoping for a golden chest, I think. Will we beat the beast? This is where we're at right now. That was just not very smart for this, okay? I think... Mom, can you just be quiet for a second here? Not my mom. She can text me all she wants about cauliflower nuggets. No, thank you. I think I don't even think it's going to be close. Which I get is inviting comedic timing to come and humble me. But I think that we actually have a pretty good setup. Our damage is pretty terrible. But you do also have to note, and this is like, I'm just being honest. We have a bad damage stat, but an insanely good rate of fire stat plus tractor beam. I mean, we've done better on rate of fire historically, but that's not, you don't really get to do the comparison there, I think. You don't compare things to, like, the world record best... Okay. The world record best run you've ever had. Instead, you compare it to, like, the norm. And I think we're way above the norm in DPS. Lots of survivability. An item that will benefit us. I'm not going back for the judgment, I'm sorry. An item that will benefit us, like a spacebar item that'll benefit us on the boss fight. Boss fights, I suppose. And I'll also tell you... Nothing there. I just have a feeling we're gonna get Mom's Knife on the Mom chest. I know it hasn't happened ever for me. I have seen it done. Lord, I've seen what you've done for others, and I want it for myself. If you could find it within your heart. Oh, that's contagion right there. That's also contagion right there. Golden bombs. It's a tanky enemy. Us getting through this guy reasonably quick, I've decided never mind. I've decided I don't care. Okay, here we go. Well, it's nothing like a long one to start the day off right. Phrasing. Look at that, a little all stats up. Very pleased. Those bombs may have some relevancy. 18 bombs is a little optimistic for us to put down, but we'll do our best. Like I said, Mom's Knife right there, baby. Hey, if we get stats, though, we know there's range upgrades. We also got the Mom transformation. Unidentified, Curse of the Maze, Tears Up, which is an all stats. A very, very small all stats. Health Up. Kind of sucked, actually. And then we got... Oh, yeah, don't pop that. It's okay. We could... Curse of the directionality doesn't matter too much right now. Lucky us. Keep putting bombs down. Our bombs are quite potent. We got Broken Modem. Broken Modem's real solid. And I don't think you pop the strength card here. I'm actually... I don't know. It depends on the run. I'm not fully sold on the idea that this is harder than the Beast. I at least... Like, it's shorter than the Beast. Which for me is like... the #1 thing, because, you know, time is a very valuable resource, just in general here. I can't believe we landed that off screen. I knew I was late on the bomb. I knew I was late on the bomb again. Kind of hard to land these. Never mind, it's actually one of the easiest things you're ever going to see. You still going? You're not still going. Okay. Anyway, the strength card, I think if you save it, you're going to be happy you saved it. If you used it, you'd probably be happy you used it, you know, and that's how you know you got a good thing going on. Lucky us. Man, it's insane. I don't know if I could go back and watch me try to fight this boss like the first few times we played Repentance. It just goes to show you, you know, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a few very poorly handled steps. Because we were not good at this boss fight before. That time, we took literally like 1 damage. So we strength card up. We know this is going to be very nice for us. By the way, it completely turns out I was incorrect. It turns out that using 18 bombs was not really optimistic at all. And I'm just telling you that based on the damage I'm doing right now, I'm very happy that I used my strength card on this fight. Don't mind dropping a bomb in here. Main reasoning for me, I want to not lose this Bone Heart. If we can get Yum Heart going and then protect the Bone Heart, you know, it does some great stuff for us. Look at the belief in my play right now. Did you see that? Sack of sacks? No. And I still think it's, again, a little optimistic that we're gonna get the Bone Heart filled up, but thank you, Broken Modem. It makes life a lot easier. I think it did it again. Not that time, though. It turns out, you know, Broken Modem kind of sick, huh? Okay, just... Oh, we got lucky. That's a very annoying attack to dodge. Speaking of which, I'm like, could you just... Did you back off? We got enough for everybody. Man, so this is really like one of the lowest damage, like, beast fights I've ever had, huh? This is a marathon. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get Yum Heart. Thank you. I mean, I'm starting to think, stop me if you've heard this one before, I'm starting to think Libra might not have been the best play. I'm also, you want to know like how insane I'm getting here? Like, we're gonna win, it's just a question of like intestinal fortitude. Like, do I have the patience to not get hit over and over here? Especially against like a variety of attacks that we probably have never seen before. I think the answer is yes, but I am also like, you know, we have the Mom transformation, so if I time our Sharp Rock properly, I could actually get in there. 2, 1, go. And I could do some knife damage. Did you see it? I did it. I'm gonna try it. We got enough HP to burn, but... Okay, so next one. Just pay attention. There's a lot of moving parts. 2, 1, go. Look at that. I don't know if we did any damage, but we didn't take any. We took some. That was just a bad dodge. Okay, you ready for the next one? 3, 2, 1, go. Mission failed. Mission failed unsuccessfully. Don't do it again. Although... What? Oh, no. Oh, no. Not today. Not today. Okay. Finally. Look at that sack of sacks, man. We got 4 extra bombs. We can kick them in there. Absolutely, we can kick them in there. 2, 1, go. Oh! Beautiful. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1, go. I can't believe I got out of there. But I don't even know if you're taking damage. You see we balanced that on the tip of the stalactite? Thank you, Broken Modem. This attack has proven quite trivial. Well, I can't believe we made it out of that one. I think when you consider the fact that we're trying to use invincibility... Oh, nice bomb. When you consider the fact we're trying to use invincibility in the mom transformation, 2, 1, go. You've got to put this up there with, like, the best performances on this fight that we've ever had. Three, 2, 1, go. I got so greedy. I was in there for, like, 2 seconds. Oop. Oop. Long fight, man. Long fight. Still going strong. I mean, we're at full HP. At some point, you take damage, right? Like, you're not like an invincible boss, I'm assuming? He do be slow. 1. Go. I don't even feel like the knife does that much damage, but 2, 1, go. It does enough for me to be excited, let's put it that way. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Something's happening. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. 3, 2, 1, go. I am an accidental genius. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what to say. 3, 2, 1, go. Gotta take a little bit less time on that one. 3, 2, 1, go. A riveting boss fight. 3, 2, 1, go. Look at that. Oh my god. Well, mission accomplished, kind of. We didn't make it the boss rush, but everything else was cool. Thanks for watching. Twitch.tv/NorthernLion. I am live every weekday. Check me out there. Give me a follow if you like the kind of stream of consciousness content we got going on. Apart from that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for your support. See you then. See you.